The Trauma Code, Heroes on Call. I recently completed watching this Korean drama, and I really want to make a video of it. I really want to make a review of it because coming from me, I am not a huge medical drama watcher. I usually don't care for them, so I usually avoid them. I usually don't watch them. But there was something about this drama that made me click play, and here we are. I binged 8 episodes of it. I wasn't anticipating loving it as much as I did, and I'm here as an advocate for this drama in case people are on the fence about it. If you're like me, where you don't usually watch medical dramas, so you avoided this one, you decided to skip it, I'm here to advocate for this drama and for you to check it out. And so in this review, I will be talking about the characters. I will be talking about what I liked and what I disliked about this drama. Spoiler alert, I didn't dislike pretty much anything about this drama. You'll see in my score later on that will be reflected. I'm here to basically convince you guys to watch this drama because I need more people to watch it so we get a season 2 and season 3. Now, I'm not going to try and do a lot of spoilers on this because that is not how I do my reviews. If there is something that I deem spoiler, I will give you an alert before I say anything because we want you to go into this drama influenced by my review, but not spoil enough where you don't check it out. Trauma Code Heroes on Call is a Korean drama on Netflix. It came out at the end of January 24th, I think, and it came out with 8 episodes. All the episodes are out now, so you can go and binge it. I would highly recommend you binge it. All the episodes are, MDL says it's 51 minutes long. I would think they're more like 45 minutes because you have credits that are rolling in those 51 minutes, as well as the intro. So I would say it's more like 45 minutes. This stars Ju Ji-hoon, who is the main trauma surgeon. He's the boss of this group of medical professionals. You might know him from Kingdom. You might know him from Light Shop of last year. He is a very, very famous Korean actor who's been in the game for a long time. Chu Young-woo is his right-hand man, his number one, as he's called. He plays a doctor who is a doctor. He's not a student, but he's a very green doctor. And you might know him from, let's see, I know him from Oasis. He got a lot of recognition for Oasis last year, or maybe it was 2023. You might know him from The Tale of Lady Oak, which just premiered or finished airing. Once Upon a Small Town, that's another one of his dramas. Another lead is Ha Young. She plays a nurse who's part of the trauma team. You might know her from Good Detective series. Duna, Face Me was a crime drama from last year. And then we have Jung Jae Kwan. He plays another member of this trauma center team. You might know him from Connection. He was in The Worst of Evil. My Perfect Stranger he was in. And then lastly, I would say another prominent character is a character played by Yoo Kyung-ho. He is a very prominent support role actor. He's been in pretty much everything. Doubt, Vigilante, The Worst of Evil, Sound of Magic, Green Mothers Club, My Name, Vincenzo. I mean, he's been in pretty much everything. So what is this drama about? I'll give you a really quick synopsis. Ju Ji-hoon plays Bak Young-hook, and I really apologize if I'm mispronouncing any of these. He is a very good trauma surgeon, and what Korea has decided is they want to make their own trauma center, and so they bring him in as this really well-known, really good, kind of out there trauma surgeon who his experience is in conflict zones. He's really confident in his abilities. So he comes in and he's like, I'm going to create this team. I'm going to create this trauma center. And I'm going to make a trauma center unlike anything Korea has seen before. He kind of barrels into this hospital where all of these other doctors already exist, and they don't respect him because they don't know him. They are all in their cushy little doctor jobs. And he comes barreling in and starts grabbing people from these departments saying, no, you're going to be on my trauma team. So he hires Dr. Yang, who is Chu Young-woo. He hires this nurse played by Ha Young, and he hires Jung K-kwan's character, who is an anesthesiologist. Basically, the entire 8 episodes is an episodic medical case. A medical case comes in, they handle this trauma, they handle the danger of it, and then the next episode starts and there's a new episodic medical case. You have an overarching storyline of hospital politics that are involved, and then it kind of ups the ante by the end when you are bringing conflict zone experience back into the fold when Bak Gung-hyuk has to go to a foreign country to rescue a Korean citizen. Overall, it is a case-by-case medical drama with an overarching medical politics involved. What did I rate this drama? I rated this a 10 out of 10. I literally had absolutely pretty much 0 dislikes with this drama, which is surprising to me, which is why I'm making this video, because I wasn't anticipating that, because I usually don't gravitate towards medical dramas. I usually don't like medical dramas. I will say I have skipped many medical dramas in the past because they're usually not something I click start on. Reason why I click start on this, though, is because I love Ju Ji-hoon, and I was curious. I usually gravitate towards Korean dramas that are very action-packed, and from the trailer, this was very action-packed. So I was like, okay, I'm at least going to check this out. And I'm so glad I did. I almost did not watch this. What did I like about this drama? Ju Ji-hoon is fantastic. I love his character. He's a bull that kind of just comes in. He's a hard lover. Teaches his steam because it's very prevalent that the rest of these doctors in this hospital have never handled a trauma case or don't do it well. Their record of people surviving these trauma cases are very bad. He comes in and he's like, no, I'm going to train you on how to do this, and you are going to gain confidence in trauma, in handling trauma cases, and we are going to build the team that we want to be. And as the drama progresses, that's exactly what his team does, is they learn and gain more confidence in these trauma centers and these trauma cases. So I love his character. I also love the growth of the other characters. So for lack of a better term, he's going around this hospital collecting Pokemon and collecting people who he knows has the potential of being really good trauma people, basically throws them into the fire and sees how they survive. And they realize they can survive those types of situations. And along the way, he convinces other doctors to be his allies in this medical politics, and they join his own team. They encounter scenarios where he changes the minds of doctors who are very negative towards him and very negative towards trauma because it costs a lot of money. He expands that influence to the regular people of Korea, expands that influence to like the EMS people and the firefighters who are in these life or death situations with him. As the drama progresses, you see people becoming more convinced of his ability and getting behind him and realizing that his field of expertise is a good one to have and the one that they do need to invest the time and money into. So I loved that change of people's opinion of him and people's opinion of his field. And that created a trope I love, which is found family. Eventually, there was a lot of found family in this show. You tend to care about the people he collects, and you want them to be okay, and you want them to do well, and you want them to survive. I became invested in these characters. Another great thing about this show is it does have comedy in it, which I was surprised at. Normally, I don't like comedy, but I think it's done very well in a way that it breaks up the seriousness of these trauma cases. And there's a good balance of it. It's not overly comedic and it's not overly serious. It's a good balance. It makes you laugh. It makes you care more about these characters. It makes you care more about the cases because there's these comedy bits that are breaking up how serious some of these cases they are encountering are. I like it that it's bingeable. It's only 8 episodes. It goes by really quickly. It doesn't lag. You're just going from one episode to the next episode in a very streamlined manner. It doesn't seem to let up anywhere. I think it was a good choice to make this only 8 episodes because it helped with the pacing of this drama. It led to how serious these cases were. It gave an audience a sense of urgency of these cases due to how short these episodes and how short this series was in terms of episode count. I think that worked in their favor. Yes, it's a little over the top, but I think that works. It works with the comedy aspect of it. You know, some of this is not realistic. It's not going to be realistic, but I think that helps in the comedy part of the drama and also the enjoyment of this drama with how serious some of these cases are, because it's sometimes over the top, which is entertainment. You know, some of these medical cases are entertainment. I also like the fact that even though it is a hospital and there are politics involved and it is a hospital politics show, the politics don't overshadow everything. So there's not like a huge burden of the politics going on that makes you dislike this show. There is a story that you have to care about. There is some things you have to pay attention to when it comes to the politics of a hospital, but they could have worked that in a very different way that would make you be bored with the hospital politics. But I think they handled that very well. So you aren't bored when it comes to that because it's such a minor part of the story. It's still an important part, but a minor part of the story because they steer you more towards the action, more towards the cases, more towards the characters who are becoming this medical team. I do like that part. I rated this a 10 out of 10. I really had 0 dislikes for this at all. If I had minor issues, I didn't see it enough of an issue to make this any less than a 10. Yes, the writer or the director said they want to do season 2 and season 3. I would totally watch a season 2 or season 3. Season 1, though, didn't end on a cliffhanger. It didn't end like, okay, we're absolutely getting a season 2. Which I liked because you can really just watch this, enjoy it, and not have to worry about, oh my God, I need a season 2 right now because there's this huge cliffhangers. Yes, I would love a season 2, season 3, but it isn't written in a way where you need a season 2 or season 3. And it's really like the only dislike I could think of. You want a season 2 or season 3, you don't need it though. There's no cliffhanger. So if that's a dislike, that's a dislike. The other maybe downside of this is they do show the surgeries. They do show the gruesome surgeries. They do show guts and they do show wounds and they do show things like that. So if you are a squeamish person, this might not be the drama for you. Or you might not want to eat while watching it because you will see surgeries. You will see injuries. That is a thing. That might be a dislike or a negative for some people. I'm a watcher of crime dramas, so that had no real effect of me whatsoever because you have autopsies in crime dramas, right? Overall, though, I highly recommend this drama. If you're looking for a fun medical drama that's kind of different, if you like shows like ER, for example, I wouldn't say this is as realistic as maybe ER might seem to people, but if you like shows like that, I would say give this a shot. Because it's not realistic in my opinion. But who knows? I'm not a medical doctor or nurse or anything like that. Who knows if this is realistic? But it's action-filled medical drama where you're walking the situations that are trauma, that are high risk, that are dangerous, And it's a lot of fun, and you care for these characters, and you want to know more about these characters, and you want these people to have a good outcome and have a happy ending and save the patients they're saving and also survive themselves. I think if you're looking for a quick watch that is action filled, you get invested in the characters, you get invested in the cases they're having. You want some comedy involved, but also just like want to support a medical team that seem to care for their patients. I highly recommend the Trauma Code Heroes on Call. It's a fun watch, and it's a quick watch, and it's on Netflix, so it's easily accessible. That is my review of the Trauma Code Heroes on Call. Let me know if you have watched this Korean drama, what you thought of my review, what you thought of this show yourself. Let me know other medical dramas you might want to check out now that you check this out, or maybe want me to check out, because I'm now willing to try some other medical dramas. The ones I've tried, I've dropped because I just have not liked them and they weren't my cup of tea. I'm willing to try more in this lane of more dangerous emergency type situations when it comes to medical dramas. So let me know if there's any like that out there. Thank you for listening.